The ghosts of Bletchley Park have been called from their slumber before now.
Everyone thinks Enigma is unbreakable.
Let me try.
Most recently, in the service of movies like The Imitation Game, celebrating the British codebreakers of the Second World War, including Alan Turing.
I'm designing a machine that will allow us to break every message, every day, instantly.
Now, they're being called on again, this time as Britain seeks to up its game in the world of cybersecurity. By 2018, these old buildings, once buzzing with the pressure and excitement of breaking Nazi codes, will be filled with teenagers at a new college of cybersecurity.
So this is all going to be primarily classroom space down these sides.
Oscar O'Connor is with a private consortium funding the college. Industry advocates say Britain isn't developing enough talent to combat hacking and other forms of cybercrime, from sabotage to industrial espionage to old-fashioned espionage.
No, you're just saying.
It's at coding workshops like this one where they think they'll find the next generation of cryptographers. Raw talent will earn 16 to 19-year-olds a place at the school.
That may be advanced coding skills, it may be cryptography, it may be behaviour, it may be that they can intrinsically think like an adversary.
The history seeping through these old walls, however derelict, will certainly help put the college on the map. The National Museum of Computing is also at the Bletchley site. Meet Colossus, at least a replica of the original, the world's first electronic digital computer. Created in 1943 by the Bletchley team to break the codes used by the German High Command.
That special.
Trustee Margaret Sale says there is a link between the original cryptographers and the type of students the new school wants to attract.
They were rather special. What we're aiming for at G Block is, in fact, to pick out the youngsters with extra talents, the people who don't just take things at face value.
One of the most surprising things about Bletchley Park was just how little the British public actually knew about it. Virtually nothing until the 1970s, the country's spy agencies having sworn the people who worked there to secrecy.
I never told my husband or my parents what I did. We had to take vows, you see, to say that we would never disclose anything.
Mary Every was recruited by British intelligence as a young woman, sent to learn Japanese and then to Bletchley to translate messages intercepted from Germany's ally.
I could tell you how to bomb an airfield, but I couldn't tell you how to have a cup of tea.
Every isn't a fan of the internet, saying it compromises public and private security. She worries about the lack of government involvement in the planned school, and she doesn't see a link between herself and the potential codebreakers of today.
It's such a different world. It's impossible for you to realize what the world that I grew up in was like.
The new college will help bridge that gap, say its backers, and that the talent pool they create will be available to government and industry alike, preparing students for the workforce or university-level studies. Time is of the essence, says O'Connor.
There are people out there, organised crime networks, nation-states, who spend a great deal of money figuring out ways to use the stuff we buy for perfectly legitimate purposes to subvert us, the organisations we work with and the countries we live in.
O'Connor admits the cyber school hopes to trade on the Bletchley cachet, but it goes both ways, he insists. The new project will remind people of just how advanced and critical Britain's codebreakers were. A look to the future with a nod and a debt to the past. Margaret Evans, CBC News, Bletchley Park.